Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Confessions of a Fitness Coach. I'm your host, Coach Danielle Collette, and today we're going to be talking about what it takes to be a top-notch group fitness coach, trainer. If you coach for anything that is group fitness related and you are coaching a crowd, this is the episode you want to tune into to get the best tips. All right, that's up next. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be chatting all about how to be an epic group fitness trainer and also how to make an awesome freaking playlist and all the different realms or apps that you can use to really take your coaching to the next level. Or maybe you're just a listener who wants to learn how to make a bomb playlist for maybe a 5K or a marathon you're running. So you'll be able to learn that here. And I think a lot of these tips work for anybody who works in a realm where you have to market yourself. So let's talk your first tip, social media. Get over not having a social media account or being private. If that is the case, you're probably in the wrong business. Maybe personal training would be better for you. But as a group fitness trainer, connecting with your members is how you build a community and trust. You want to continue to give them content, teach them things, something that they can learn about, with their lives. So you can learn about their lives from social media. So you have something to talk about with them and connect with them in the lobby or wherever you guys chat before your class starts. And if you don't want to use your own personal account, then create a coach's page or an account and make sure to connect frequently. And, go on there daily and chat with them or like their pictures or say something cool. It's a great way to remember the hundreds of members that you probably coach on the daily. I know that I personally have over almost 700 members. And, to have a source to see their name and to see their face and to be able to connect in that way, it definitely helps you create a relationship and a foundation to build on and get to know somebody through. So let's talk, what you can do is you can chat and, you can share personal stuff with them as well. People are looking up to you as a coach and they want to see what you do on the daily. Your kids, your dogs, share some of your techniques or your healthy habits that you implement. The more info and confident you educate them on, the more people are going to want to sign up for your classes. And also being genuine and being authentic, being yourself. People are very, very drawn to that. So good tips to use on social media, like good apps would be, I love to use the app called Canva. You can edit flyers for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And, you could do it on your cell phone. I like to use my laptop. It's a little bit easier to use it on a computer, but it's definitely easy to use it on the phone too. And it's free. So, it's a really awesome tool to use for marketing. So if you're someone who doesn't want to take pictures of yourself and post them or videos of yourself to share for content, then you can create it on, Canva for free. You can create little things and fun stuff for them to look at and learn. You can even get creative and share your weekly coaching schedule on like a nice flyer on Canva, you could share it on Instagram and Facebook. That way they know when you're working, so they show up. So a lot of them, they want to base their classes on their favorite coach. So let's get into more, like I was saying, be yourself, be genuine, but still be professional. Know where to draw the line in your performance. We are all letting our personalities shine to like 20 plus people at a time. You're also putting on a show. So you're more upbeat. You are projecting your voice with excitement, never letting a negative vibe get to you. Your members are probably paying a good amount of money for a membership. So give them a class that's going to make them want to talk about it later. Also, don't hesitate when you're on the microphone and, say motivational things like, yes, you can, keep going, don't stop, relax your shoulders, check in with your form, smile, it's not that serious, or, no challenge, no change. Say something that is positive, something inspiring. Motivation is freaking everything. Positivity is everything. And those affirmations are going to be what sticks in people's minds. People relate to you when they see those words. Like, they might be, those positive sayings they're all over Instagram. People say them all the time. You might not be the only coach that says them, but they're going to relate that quote or whatever you say all the time to you. And then they're going to start saying it. And then they're going to always think of you when they do hear something similar to that. Those positive thoughts are going to carry them throughout their day. And don't hold back on saying something inspiring or even something funny that makes them forget about what they're doing, whether the members are running, rowing, squatting, or doing burpees, lifting tires, freaking slamming an axe hammer. I don't know what you do, but get creative and get something that gives them the energy to want to move forward and push past their comfort zones. Even say that, push past your comfort zone, because sometimes they don't realize it. They feel like, oh man, I really don't like the way I feel. But okay, yeah, that's the point. You shouldn't like the way you're feeling right now. You should be uncomfortable with the effort you're in. So let's say they're doing burpees, they shouldn't be enjoying it like, ooh, I love these burpees. They should be feeling uncomfortable. It should be feeling like something they don't want to do, but they do it anyway because that's how you progress. So stay in their heads and remind them of their form or what they should be feeling. That is so important. So if half of your class, let's say, is like running intervals, like on a treadmill, and the other half is doing wall squats or plank leg lifts or burpees, say out loud to the treadmills, hold on to that pace, runners. Don't give up. Stay focused. Then cue the other half that's doing squats. Stay low. Engage your core. Chest up tall. Remember to take a breath. Tell the runners, if you're tensing up, relax those shoulders. Tell them to constantly tell them to check in with your body. And you might think that you're talking a lot, but you got to understand, if they're in an effort, especially if it's a long effort, and they're, getting uncomfortable and they're pushing it, they need some distraction. They need somebody to say to keep going, because that's when they're cueing in their brain to slow down or to give up. So you need to be that driving force that keeps them focused. So let's say like you're a spin instructor, tell them to push down on the pedal stroke with their midfoot and pull up with their knees. Make sure they got a light grip on the handlebars and tell them where they should be feeling it, in their quads and their hamstrings engaging. These cues are what makes all the difference in your coaching. And let's say that you're a yoga instructor and you're in a deep stretch, calmly explain what they should be feeling. Like, I'm going to get a little calmer now. We're thinking yoga. Like, elongate your spine. Feel the tension melt away with each breath. Create awareness of what they should be feeling. Let them know it's okay to experience a little discomfort and to breathe deeply through the stretch. Let's say you're a CrossFit trainer. You can cue someone sitting heavy in the heels and deeply rooted in their core while they're squat to pressing. If you're cueing intervals, let them know what to expect. Let them know when to give more or when they have a longer effort that they may want to take a little bit more reserved. Lay out the plan for them. Lay out the platform for them, the foundation, so that way they can be successful. And keep checking in. Even if it's 15 seconds, 30 seconds in, say you got 15 seconds left, 30 seconds left, be motivational, give them something to aim for because they're always thinking about quitting, so you got to be in their heads. Let's say that you have a boot camp class and they're doing push-ups, you can cue them to continue to remind them where their elbows should be in relation to their shoulders. Make sure they're keeping a long spine, engaging their core. It's your job to continue to remind them as they're moving through their reps and their rounds. So that way they're always reminded to be conscious of their form, because that's something, even as a professional, we forget. But the more that somebody says it to you, the more that you start cueing in your own brain and start self-correcting yourselves. You want to live in their brain, basically. So you'll start to say, you'll start to notice more as you say it. The more that people start correcting their form and straightening out their neck, that we're looking down at their toes instead of, long and supported spine. You'll see as you're saying it, how they all start correcting their forms. It's really funny. Like I'll say, oh, flex your heel instead of pointing your toe. You'll see the whole room start flexing their heel out, pushing their heel instead of pointing with their toe. Like let's say they're doing bicycles. So you're helping them. You're really helping them prevent injuries. The more you preach it, the more that you are going to get in there and live in their heads, consistently correcting themselves throughout their form and their movements. This is what's going to set you apart from someone who just comes in and reads off and goes through the motions. Connecting and educating is what is going to make all the difference. Just those consistent reminders, even if you have the same people in your class, I don't care how many times they hear it. Keep thinking of clever ways to motivate, like getting inspired by motivational quotes on Pinterest, like I said, Instagram. Write them in your notes in your phone and recite them during your classes. I don't care if you got to print them out on a little sheet of paper. Own your shit, own your class, and take control. If you have someone who's in a group training class session and they just decide, I'm going to do my own thing, my own workout for the day, and it's a liability on you, just know it's going to be distracting for the rest of the class who is actually following the rules and the cues you're giving them for the design of the class for the day. Don't let others distract or take away the focus from the group, because it's not fair to the group. Pull the person aside, even if it's somebody or someone you're cool with, let them know why. Tell them this is your job and you got to keep a uniform, and, and any modifications that are needed, that it needs to be run by the coach or the trainer first. Just know that it's a team effort. Let them know it's a team effort. It's not fair, to distract others from learning. So you need to take control and explain the why and protect your class, because it's your class that you're running. So let's get into music. And I feel like that's so important. Make sure you aren't playing music just for yourself. Feel out your crowd, ask for suggestions. They have a lot of cool apps where with like pre-made playlists on them, like FitRadio or RockMyRun. But I personally enjoy using Spotify. It is a pay-for app. I think it's like $8 or $9 a month. I forget how much I pay, but it's free monthly. Not free monthly. It's unlimited downloads is all I mean. So whatever's on there, you can download it to your phone. And if you're a coach or someone who enjoys listening to different genres of music, Spotify is pretty amazing, and I'm sure you probably already know about it. But for about, like I said, $8 or $10 a month, you can stream and download unlimited amounts of songs and just play them at any time. With Spotify, you can stream through Wi-Fi, or like let's say you're on a cruise or on a vacation and you don't have Wi-Fi there. As long as you have the song downloaded, you can play it without using your data. So that's pretty cool too. Now you can also play it without using you can also create different playlists is what I'm wanting to say, multiple playlists as well. So like what I do is I have them all organized, whether it's like rock or rap or clean rap or cool down songs, high energy. I even have an 80s hair bands or one hit wonders, 90s throwbacks, organize them into playlists that are easy to find. That way, if you're looking for a certain song that's high energy or a 90s jam, you know where to find it. Also, if you want to use the browse section on Spotify, you have the option of looking through suggested albums or playlists you might like based on stuff you already have downloaded. And it's a great tool to use to find new or old music to add to your playlist and keep it, up to date, new and fresh. You don't want to coach Monday and Friday with the same songs and playlists every single day. So you probably don't want to listen to the same playlist you made for last week's marathon either. And your last game night party at your house, you probably had the same playlist. So you want to just keep it updated, So now that you know that you can organize your playlist, let's talk about other apps that you can use in connection with Spotify to transition your music. So transitioning, meaning like a DJ transition. You know how they have seamless transitions from one song to the next. So apps like Pacemaker, which is a DJ app, super simple to use, even if you have never touched a turntable in your life, guys. Pacemaker syncs with your Spotify to where you can add music from your playlist in Spotify to create a playlist that you can control the transitioning in between songs. Like when it cuts, when it mixes in with another song. You can even give it a little like effects, like cutting effect or a wave effect. Pacemaker also shows you like suggested songs. So let's say you picked like AC/DC's Thunderstruck to play first. You can hit the plus button, which means to add another song, and it'll take you to your Spotify playlist, and it'll show you with like kind of like a highlighted circle at the beginning of each song. At the beginning of each song, it'll show like that circle. It'll show you how well it transitions with the song you have picked prior. So it makes it brainless to pick out songs. So the bigger the circle is filled in, the more it'll be a smoother transition. It'll be really, really smooth. So it's really cool that it gives you even suggested songs that'll sound good with the song you had played previous. It's really, really brainless. So once you have two songs playing together and you start playing them, when you're ready to transition to the next song, you can hit the lightning bolt symbol on the bottom right side of your pacemaker app to transition both songs. Now, if you hit it 2 times, it will cut the song you're listening to and immediately play the next song. Now, if you only hit it once, it will transition, and you can kind of control that transition by clicking on it and adjusting which song has the heaviest volume transition. So you'll notice if you play with it a little bit, if you hit the bolt once, the lightning bolt once, it'll start to transition both songs, and you can move your finger up and down with the volume, and you can control which song is heavier in the volume to transition with. So it might sound a little confusing as I'm talking about it, but when you download the app and you start messing with it, you'll see what I'm talking about. So just play with it, and you just keep adding song after song until you're happy with your finished product, basically. And you can save it, and you can even publish your song for others to play on Pacemaker. I share my playlist with other coaches, and people follow me that don't follow me on that app. So you can find me. I think it's under Coach Danielle Collette. Another cool app you can download is FitRadio. It costs like $5 or $8 a month too, but it has multiple options for playlists that are already made by other random DJs that upload their music to that specific app. You can choose whether it's explicit, or you can choose whether it doesn't have an F-bomb or not. You know, you don't want an F-bomb dropping in your mommy and me boot camp class. So with FitRadio, you can pick a playlist from like rock, top 40s, 80s mix, 90s, hip hop, rap, EDM, so many damn genres you can pick from. I mean, it's really, really brainless, but I really like making my own. I know what's coming up next. So, I mean, they tell you what song's coming up next, but you don't know what it sounds like, how it's transitioned. So, with those kind of apps that are pre-made, you kind of have to listen to the playlist first, or just kind of take your chances and hope it's cool. And you could skip songs on RockMyRun and stuff too. You can go to the next one, but it sucks having to sit there and be like, oh, this song sucks, next. Oh, this song sucks, next. You don't want to do that in the middle of your class. That just kind of messes up the vibe. You want to have it all set and ready to go. Another cool app that you can use is RockMyRun. This one also has a small monthly fee. I forgot how much, but it has like a unique mashup and remix playlist for your workout or party that you might be having. It's not something you can really modify or edit at all, but you can hit like I was saying, you can hit next songs and see what's next and what's coming up, and you could pick a playlist of your choice. So I used to use iTunes for music, but I just find Spotify to be the easiest and the best to stream music for my classes. And when you use Pacemaker with Spotify, the options are literally endless. And I've done so many awesome mixes, whether it's 80s versus hip hop. I've done like a Bruno Mars versus Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga versus AC/DC. So many cool options for a playlist, to keep people engaged and motivated to give their best, or to just get them to shake their ass and have some fun, loosen up. I don't work for any of those music apps, nor do they sponsor this message, but I just want you to be able to have the tools and the knowledge to lead an awesome, energetic class or a party. All right, guys, I wanted to interrupt today's episode to tell you about Amp Nutrition. It's an all-natural women's supplement with no artificial flavors or ingredients. We have 11 ingredients or less in all our products. Our protein powder is packed with nutrients and vitamins as well, and it's also vegan-friendly. We have vanilla and cacao flavors, as well as many other amazing supplements. We have pre-workout, recoveries, recharge. We even have a keto product. So check out the website. I'll leave it in the show notes as well, so you can check those out in the show notes. But go to www.ampednutrix.com. That is ampednutrx.com. Use the code DANI10, DANI 10 for 10% off of all your order. Again, that's ampednutrix.com. All right, guys, now back to the episode. So the next thing I would say is to continue to educate yourself on self-improvement. Don't just go into work and treat it like a job. That being in the fitness, you have to know that being in the fitness industry is leading that lifestyle and leading by example. You put your heart into this business and you will get more out of it than you could ever imagine. Helping people change their lives, inspiring them, will in turn inspire you. Like, it literally inspires me every day. Anytime that I don't feel like like getting up and working out, I just remind myself of Barbara, who's like 75 years old and running at 9 miles per hour on my treadmill and doing military style push-ups like a total badass. Or I have a lady named Kelly who struggles with MS, and half the time she can't even get her muscles to function right, and she still shows up and she freaking is jacked, man. She's so amazing. Like, I've even coached a blind person on the treadmill. He had somebody running next to him helping guide him, but oh my God, he's running, I think 6 miles per hour on the treadmill. Is so amazing. So keep learning new and upcoming fitness information and technology. Read books, continue to listen to the educational or motivational podcasts. You can even listen to books on Audible. Some of my favorite books, I would say Crushing It, by Gary Vaynerchuk is really, really great one. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle is a really, really great one. It's very hippie, but it's got really, really meaningful things that really make things click in your brain. And kind of like, those cues that I was telling you to tell your members to get in their brain and to live in their brain. After listening to The Power Now, I feel like that man lives in my brain. And anytime I feel like I'm about to freak out, I just say, here and now. And I just bring myself back to the moment and realize that whatever I'm angry about is not that deep. You got to get out of your head and just figure out a way to control this situation or whatever the case may be. Also, in other books, anything Tony Robbins. I love that man. I love his podcasts. Great podcasts. I think he has like 2 different ones. Bedros Keuillian. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but it's Bedros. His last name is Keuilian. His book Man Up is really great for coaches as well. It's not for a man. It's just for people in general to get motivated, to get up off your ass, stop making excuses, kind of a thing. It's a really, really great book. There's also many really great YouTube channels that you can follow as well. I like to follow a lot of people on Instagram. You would be surprised at how much you can learn. Another great tip is to be active in that community. Help with the charities in your town. Giving back is a huge part of what you do as a fitness instructor or a fitness coach or a group trainer, whatever you do. So when you work for a company who has hundreds of members, you set the example. Sign up for the local races with the members. Ask them about their goals. What's holding them back? Talk to them about their lives. Being a fitness coach, especially in a group setting, is an extremely energy draining job, but it is the most rewarding job. And it's what makes me want to wake up before my alarm goes off every day. I wake up every day wondering how I can make a difference in their lives. And it's because they literally make, they're making a life-changing decision to walk into your doors. You are that coach, so once you understand that, you understand your job is more than just a paycheck. Another important aspect is, even though you might just be in their fitness, like you might just be their fitness coach or their trainer or whatever, make it a constant effort to remind them that they cannot outtrain a poor diet. Like, even if you're only on the fitness aspect, you don't have anything to do with nutrition. Like, you remind them, guys, like, it is so important to remind them that they cannot outtrain a poor diet. It's not just about fitness. They have to know the importance of the quality of the foods, and also, remind them to stay hydrated. Those are the things that you have to remind them as well. We're not just, fitness coaches. We're also there to help them achieve their goals. So that is a really big aspect and a really big part of it. So those are things that you have to constantly remind them. And keep implementing these daily habits into your coaching skills. And it's going to be what sets you apart and to take you to another level for you as the trainer. And, my members know that they are family to me, and they know that they come to me with any question. Show them that you're a place of refuge, a place of no judgment, but also someone who will hold them accountable. That's what it's all about. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Even if you're not a fitness trainer, I hope maybe it inspired you a little bit. If you did like this episode, please leave a review, a 5-star rating as well. Feel free to screenshot the episode and share it with someone that it can possibly help. Tag me in it as well. So you can find me at Coach Danielle Collette on Insta, or on Facebook. You can find me Confessions of a Fitness Coach. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Don't forget to go make today your bitch. Bye.